Hey, good evening, everyone. We are live at 5. Jumping on, we're going to wait a few minutes before people come on. Love the topic tonight. It's all about sales. I'm going to reveal my 11 secrets for how I do it when I'm out doing my walkthroughs, doing my estimates, talking to customers over the phone. We will wait a few minutes for people to pop on. If you're popping on and you're new, or if you're not new, just tell me who you are, tell me where you're from. I love to kind of see where everyone's tuning in from. We have people from Canada to California to Idaho to Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, Florida, all over the place. Cleaning business owners from all over the country, and that is about to get bigger. Actually, I will tell you now, I am going to be part of the Zen Made Summit in July. I'm totally psyched about that. So this group's going to get bigger because a lot of people need help out there. They need help hiring. They need help increasing their revenues, increasing their prices is a big one I hear all the time from people that need help. So we're going to wait a few more minutes. Tonight we're going to be talking about sales. We're going to be talking about how to sweep your competition. And it's going to be so cool. Sales is my favorite topic of the world. Let's see who else is on. And if you are on, I see 2 people on here. Say hi. Tell me where you're from. If this is your first time on the call, I go live every Wednesday at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Massachusetts. I'm in Boston. So if you're not, you can always catch us on the replay. So we're a couple of minutes into this. I am actually going to get started. So, hi. So glad to be here tonight. For those of you that are new, we had a whole bunch of new people join last week. And just joining, my name is Cheryl Hazer. I founded Sisters Who Scale. I support cleaning business owners. I help you hire the right teams, grow your profits, streamline your processes that can get you out of the field and enjoy some time freedom for yourself. I own Made Bright Cleaning. My company offers residential, commercial, power washing services in my area, which is in the Boston area. I'm 30 minutes north of Boston. I started this company as a solo cleaner myself. I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning, but I learned to master the business, and now I dedicate my time to teaching others to do the same. I still run my company. I run my company in the morning. I work at about 15 to 20 hours a week and scale the company from $0 to over $650K in about 4 years, only working 20 hours a week. I failed at a lot of stuff. I've won at a lot of stuff. And so I share my knowledge with you if you are looking to do the same thing. I can definitely save you money in the long run. I can save you time, and I can also save you your sanity when it comes to hiring people. If you do not have the skills to hire people, you're going to suck at it. Just plain and simple, telling you how it's going to go, okay? I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is. And I definitely can help a lot of people. And I have been helping a lot of people. So like I said, I go live every week at 5. You can always catch the replay. They're always available in the group. And you can watch them when you are actually not working, if you're still in the field. So is growing a cleaning business easy? Hell no. It's not easy. It takes work. It takes effort. It takes the right strategies in place. I aim to give you the proven strategies that have worked for me and that are working for my past and current clients, and they're having successes they never dreamed of. I'm going to talk about Gloria Paul from North Carolina for a minute. She's one of my current clients. She just sent me a picture of her last week. She was on a cruise the other day. She went on a cruise for a week. Before we started working together, she was cleaning in the field every day and thinking of quitting her business. I remember on her first call, she was like, I think I might just go get another job. And within less than 3 months of working together, she was able to step out of the field while she increased her profits. I think she just posted in the group, you guys can look, that she's got like she's had the highest revenue streams ever in the history of her company, and she's training a new person that is doing so well. So why is it working for her? She invested in herself. She shows up for herself. every single, time we have a Zoom call, and she does the work. That's it. She invested in herself, she shows up for herself, and she does the work. If you commit to building this business, you can do it. If you think it's just going to happen by watching a couple of videos, not going to happen. Just going to be honest with you and tell you, because this is work. You're going to roll up your sleeves, you're going to get to work. And that's what I do. I teach you how to do that. So she was able to leave her business for a whole week while it still ran and brought in money. While she's sipping on a drink, on a cruise, getting a tan, on a boat, in the middle of the ocean. Now that is time freedom. That is residual income. And that's what we all want here. And that's what I help you do. So, I'm very passionate. I'm not Italian, but I'm still passionate. Let's get started with tonight's training. So what makes a good salesperson? And can this be taught? It totally can be taught. This is a skill that can be taught for sure. So a good person really should have an understanding of what they're selling, who their market is, who they're selling to, right? But a good salesperson has the natural and learned customer service skills to determine their success, okay? So let's go over some basic things before we get started. The number one thing you must be good at is communication. A good salesperson can explain a product or a service in a way that is very easy to understand, very detail specific, okay? Now, you need to be detail oriented in the cleaning business. We all know that because we've all been cleaning in houses before. So when you're on your estimates, you need to talk about exactly what's going to be included in your services, okay? But you can get caught here if you don't tell them everything. So let me give you an example. A kitchen maintenance clean. Do you clean the entire kitchen cabinet? Do you spot clean the handles? Is the backsplash included, right? They may have had another cleaner who did it another way, and now they're having you as a service. These are the most difficult ones because they think you are including things like cleaning the walls. So you need to be super specific in what's included so you won't get a cancellation because of poor communication. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get 3 types of cancellations. You're gonna get, they need to cut back because somebody lost a job. You're gonna have a money cancellation. You're gonna have a quality cancellation because someone just didn't do a good job in the house. And the third one you're going to get is you're going to get a loss of expectation cancellation. They're expecting something else that you did not specifically communicate to them. So if you communicated to them every single thing that's included in the service they purchased and you deliver on that, you're not going to have a problem. People get so lost in communication versus expectation. So you also have to tell them what's not included. Like if you don't do dishes, we don't do dishes. We don't do laundry. We don't clean inside of animal cages, cat boxes, whatever it is. You need to tell them what you don't do. We don't clean out garages, okay? Because if you don't, they're going to assume, right? We know that word assume makes an ass out of you and me, right? They're going to assume that you do it unless you tell them you don't, okay? So communication is so massive. It's so massive. Next one is you also have to listen. You have to be a great listener. This is almost as important as communicating. So as a salesperson, you must listen very carefully to what they're telling you to meet their needs and make the sales. So you need to be a good listener to it. You're listening for pain points. You're listening for what's the problem that they have here, right? Like that's the obvious one. But like you need to listen to what they were paying their last cleaner. Were they paying them $80? Are you even in the ballpark of what you charge, okay? Did they have a long relationship with that cleaner? That happens. Did they do a deep clean every time? Did they clean their refrigerator out every time? Every cleaner does it differently, right? So you need to listen to see if they are cheap and they don't value cleaning services, because these people you don't want as customers. So you can identify that, pretty quickly in a conversation. So another great trait to develop, and you're going to need this as you hire staff to clean your clients' houses is you're going to need to develop patience. There's no way around it. It's a hard one, but you're going to have to develop patience. Okay? It can take time to close a sale. A sales pro might spend a lot of time with a client. I have spent up to an hour in someone's house because they're talkative. I let them go. They want to offer you coffee, or the husband's at the table asking you a ton of questions about security, background checks. Those people you kind of get a little nervous about. All kinds of stuff like that. And so you need to have patience to be able to deal with this. This is a customer service job. Cleaning is a very personal thing, okay? People are letting you in their homes. So you need to take time with certain people that might, feel kind of gun shy. Does that make sense? Let me check to see who's on. Hey, Stacy, how are you? How are you? Stacy from Australia. Stacy's been on the lives for a while. I see 6 viewers. Who are you? Tell me who you are. The next one you need to develop is empathy. So if you as a salesperson can understand what the customer feels or is experiencing, they can predict what the client wants, okay? And then you can sell a product more effectively. So listening and empathy kind of go hand in hand here. We all know that busy people don't want to clean their houses or don't have time to clean their houses, right? That's why you're sitting at the kitchen table doing an estimate, right? Talk about the weekend. You can say things like, I bet the last thing you want to do is clean your house on the weekend, right? That's a pain point. Or on a Saturday morning, right? Because if they have young kids, they're probably doing sports, they're probably doing play dates, all that stuff. So bring up your personal experience with that. If you have kids, if you remember that, or if you're experiencing that now, bring that up, okay? If they're older, they physically can't do it anymore, you know what to say. How nice would it be if we could do that for you, right? You listen for the pain, and then that's how you sort of like almost overcome the potential objection, okay? Because you're providing a solution when you're listening for that pain, okay? So take initiative here. Like a salesperson you should be enthusiastic, like ambitious when you're in the house. You don't want to like talk slouched over, be boring or whatever, right? Try and close them at all odds unless you get a feeling that they're going to be difficult or they're going to be cheap, okay? Because you don't want either one. You don't want difficult, you don't want cheap. You want to fill your schedule with pleasant people. So Monday through Friday is fun and nice, and you don't have to deal with grouchy Mr. Smith or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Definitely avoid grouchy Mr. Smith. Are you competitive? A good salesperson thrives on meeting goals. Do you have goals set for yourself? Do you have, okay, I want to close this many walkthroughs this week or this month? Because hitting numbers is really great for you mentally to see how many you can actually close in a month. I do this all the time. Like I challenge myself all the time. I'm like, 11 this week, or whatever it was. One time I think I had like 11 or 12 in a week. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. But I challenge myself to hit new numbers, okay? So ask yourself, are you competitive? Being competitive with yourself is great. Being competitive to a certain point with other companies is okay for like a gauge point, but don't make it so competitive that you drive yourself crazy, because that's not healthy, okay? So the next one up is networking. You have to network. You have to network to meet people, to tell people what you do, what your company does. Interacting with people, developing professional relationships comes naturally to a good salesperson. People that like to talk, they just want to form relationships, right? Being a friendly person, being a networker, spreading the word about what you do, okay? Being human and attending to detail. A good salesperson recognizes and remembers information about their clients. So when you're going through a walkthrough, or I'm going through a walkthrough, and they're taking me through the house and they're showing me all these, their bathrooms and their, the home office and this and that, right? I ask them, okay, I'm going to give you an example. I was in one that we just did today, and the woman had she had a home office, and she had all these glass plaques. It was like 10 of them, like she was a bigwig and she was winning all kinds of things. So I just naturally asked her, I'm like, oh, what do you do? She was in marketing, and she had won all these awards. So get them to talk about themselves when you're in the house, okay? Or if they're due for a baby, be like, oh my God, when you having a boy? Be human, okay? Be human. Be attentive to detail. If you see the design of like their fireplace that you like or something, compliment them on it, right? Talk about that. And then makes your walkthrough so much easier, because then you don't feel like I'm on stage, I'm selling, make it more of a conversation. So if you show them you are human, okay, this helps when their budget gets tight, because everyone's budget's going to get tight at some point, and they're going to cut out something that they don't need, okay? They might not cancel you if you've been so attentive to them. They might cancel the landscaper. Hopefully they cancel him and not us. The husband can always go out and do the lawn anyways. So your charm is going to matter in instances like this. Good salespeople, they're charming, they're friendly, everyone wants to be around them, they're well put together, they're dressed, okay? They're dressed in a company uniform, their hair is neat, they're not chewing gum through the walkthrough. All these things matter to someone that's going to potentially have you and your crew in their house cleaning their home, okay? Customers react well to positive, professional first impressions. So a salesperson should be well spoken, well dressed, and very, very attentive. So another one that is big is confidence. Sorry, I get thirsty when I'm talking. When you go on a walkthrough, you have to truly believe that your company offers the best services. You just have to have that in the back of your mind, because if you truly believe this, it will come through in your confidence when it's time to speak and deliver what you sell. So a salesperson has to believe, they have to be passionate about their product or their service, and you have to truly love what you do. So if you don't truly love what you do, it's going to show in your walkthroughs, okay? Even if you're having a bad day, you don't feel that great, you just turn on the switch. Turn on the customer service switch and just be like, I am here. I am in a good mood. Even if you're lying to yourself, I'm in a good mood and I'm going to close this deal. I call everything deals, because deals in my mind is just like, we got it, right? So you also have to be a good multitasker. And most women are good multitaskers, right? You need to be able to work on simultaneous things, respond to calls, respond to emails, complaints, text messages, all kinds of stuff. If you have an online booking system like ZenMaid or Jobber, they're going to help you be organized. It's going to be a lot easier as your business grows to keep your business organized. You can take on, on any given day, I am in the morning interviewing someone, talking to a client, rescheduling someone, scheduling an estimate, doing my meetings in my morning with my staff, making sure they have everything they need. Like I'm juggling like a million things in the morning, and then in the afternoon I have all my amazing clients that I coach, and I'm doing all that stuff. So that's what my day looks like. I'm a multitasking maniac. You need to be the same way if you want a certain level of success, okay? Very important not to be a good multitasker if you want to scale. So you have to have enthusiasm, because when you're motivated about whatever you're doing in your sales, this is a good way to continue to make sales. So customers also feed off of that excitement. So this is an energy thing. If you go into a house and talk in a low tone and have low energy and give off the impression like you want to get out of here and go plop yourself in front of the TV, blah, blah, you're not going to grasp their attention, okay? So if you come to the door, they answer, you're like, hi, how are you? I'm Cheryl, nice to meet you. You turn on that voice or whatever. I think I have a little voice when I go. I'm pretty sure it doesn't sound quite like that. That was a little fake. But being upbeat, being happy, showing you love what you do, it's going to come through with them, okay? I don't care what's going on in your life at the moment. You open that door, you walk in, and you put on your happy face. Leave your drama at the door, move into that persona of selling. Even if you make up a character, like, okay, so I'm gonna share this with you. This is my character. I'm Tinkerbell when I go on my sales appointments, okay? Tinkerbell is always with me. So when I get to the door, I say, I'm gonna turn on Tink, okay? And then I turn into a different person. Try that, it works. Whoever it is. If you're a guy, Batman, or Batman's kind of scary. Spider-Man might be. Anyways, so how do we sweep the competition? These are all the things that you need to kind of do and be. Hey, Jackie, making sense completely. Cool. So, number one, you have to know what you're selling. You have to have a deep understanding of the service your company provides and every detail about how it works. So, this knowledge will help you establish the authority on the service. It allows you to provide customers with all the information they need. So, please know every single thing you can about your industry, okay? Like things like what products you use on wood floors, which products you use on marble or on soapstone countertops, right? This stuff can come up in conversation because obviously your potential clients are going to have marble counters and granite steps and all these things, right? So have the knowledge to back that up because this will establish you as an expert. So know exactly what your process is and what you're selling. The next thing you are going to want to do is you want to follow a repeatable process. So your sales pitch, it needs to have a format. So eventually that format is so memorized, and yes, you can digress from it here or there, but you can bounce yourself back into the same repeatable process, okay? So establish a measurable sales process. It will lead you to positive results. Follow it consistently, like the Bible, because doing so allows you to know what steps to take and when. I review my results regularly. I make changes to the process all the time when it needs changes. Like, what do you give them in your walkthrough? Do you have papers? Do you have a business card? Will you leave with them? When I leave a house, my prospects say they've never seen a more detailed package for a house cleaning service. Because most of my competition is just, a lot of them are solo cleaners. They're coming, they bring a couple things, and then they say, I'll do it for this price. I'll do it for that price. You know what I mean? It's very, not put together. This is just as what I hear every single day when I'm doing the walkthroughs, because I'm the one of the people that does the walkthroughs, and I hear it. They're like, wow, I've never seen such a more put together package. Like, there's no objections because I've literally covered every single thing in everything I give them. There's no objections. The only objection I'll get is price when someone says, oh, well, Susie, whoever used to do it cheaper. And I just ask them, I'm like, well, why isn't she doing it anymore? Usually they tell me in the beginning of the conversation and they say, oh, well, she wasn't reliable or she missed a lot. So I just turn the conversation back around and I just be like, well, when you were paying $80, wouldn't you say that you get what you pay for? I just no bull with me. I'm very nice about it, but I just say, and they're like, yeah, that's true. She wasn't she wasn't good. Okay, back to you. Right? Then we're going to turn it around. So that's how you get premium pricing. Okay. You have to deliver such a great package, and that's one of the things I teach my clients is how to create this great package. So when you leave a house, they're like, that's the only person I want to hire. Okay. That's how you get premium pricing. You deliver a package that blows people away, that's better than anyone else in your area, okay? How to put a package together, how to get high paying clients, okay? Clients will pay for value. I tell this to people all the time. Clients will pay for value. If you don't have a well put together package, you are leaving money on the table, and then people don't want to pay you because you don't look like you have your shit together, for lack of a better word, okay? So you have to follow a repeatable process with a great package. The next one, number 3, is understanding your buyer persona. Who is the person you're selling to? Who's your target market, okay? A buyer persona is a representation of the ideal audience you're trying to sell to. It's your target market. It's your most popular person that you want to market to. They're your best customers who you need to target. So a salesperson who is strictly follows this buyer persona effectively generates sales all the time. Why go outside? I know a lot of companies, they want to try Airbnbs, they want to do commercial, they want to do this, they want to do that. Okay, if you're going to do Airbnbs, specialize in Airbnbs. It's very difficult to do reoccurring Airbnbs, commercial, and do it well over a long period of time. You really need to niche everything down a little bit, okay? So find out who your buyer persona is, and this will help you generate some better sales. Everyone kind of getting this? I'm going to check in. See who's on. Hey, Gloria. Yeah, Gloria, you're kicking ass. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. Oh, good. I'm glad they like the packet. Yeah, the packet works. I'm telling you, packet works. You can't just go with a business card, be like, I clean houses. They're going to be like, okay, all I'm willing to pay you is $80. You have to have the complete sales package. You have to have it put together. So, number 4, you need to practice your people skills, right? I know we're cleaners at heart, right? But this is a customer service job. Your charm, your communication, in everything you do. You have to do this on a daily basis. So if you're at the coffee shop, at the store, just start conversations with people next to you. I'm telling you, this will help you. Complete strangers, person waiting for the coffee, at parties, events, or practice talking to strangers at networking events, and practice listening at networking events. See what they're telling you, right? Learn to read their reactions, their nonverbal cues, like I've had enough of you, stop talking to me. Then incorporate what you learn into your daily meetings and your walkthroughs with your clients, okay? You have to also follow up with your customers. This is really big. This is massive. It's the one thing that mediocre salespeople don't do. They miss the boat on this, right? You are leaving money on the table if you don't follow up. I cannot stress this enough to you. Reach out to potential customers after sending proposals. Check in with existing customers after making a sale. Show good customer service by asking them questions or see if they need any more information about the product. I also check in with my residential and my commercial clients on a day, like not a daily, but like on a quarterly basis. I'll check to make sure they're happy with the service, because you don't know if someone's not happy, they're not going to tell you. They're just going to cancel on you, right? They're going to make some excuse. So if you check in with them to make sure everything's good, you're going to be able to retain clients better, okay? So you should anticipate the questions that they might be asking ahead of time. So it's always a good idea to practice to limit how long you want to spend on a possible deal. It usually takes me about 30 minutes to do an estimate. If they're not really a talkative person, I've been out in 20 minutes, and it's also taken me an hour. If they're super talkative, la 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 la, the same people, you gotta hear them out. You can't cut them short, right? If you wanna get them as a client, you can't cut them short, okay? Also, number 6, look for customers everywhere. Try and identify possible customers everywhere you go. Like when I'm like going to get my coffee in the morning, or like my son just got a job at a gym, I'm like, could they be a customer? I'm always looking for people, okay? I always network with people at events, when we go to the beach in the summer, in the restaurants at the beach, the people that we stay at a house for like 8 weeks at the beach. I'm always talking to the neighbors and stuff like that. Like, I just like talking to people. And you never know where your next lead's going to be. So you have to maintain this sales mentality, if you will, because you never know who's going to be your next customer. So when you make a sale, ask the customer to refer your service to someone else if they were happy. I did it yesterday. We got a message from a happy client, and I said, oh, would you mind recommending us? Would you leave a Google review? Oh my God, I'd love to. That's what you do, right? You're just in conversation, okay? But another thing that you need to know is you need to know what motivates you. Like, identify what drives you to be the best salesperson, and use that as your daily motivation. So you might simply just thrive on competition and allure of being the best. That may be like just part of your persona. Most of us come from a serving background because we want to help people, we want to clean, you know what I mean, stuff like that. You could be a little bit of both. Most cleaners are motivated by helping people. Like that's just how we are. So a lot of us got into this business to serve people, to help people, and that is like a totally great thing because people will be attracted to that. So figure out what motivates you and keep it going, so you, when you get no's, and you will get no's, you know, it's just part of the business, right? Because your price is expensive. Know that, just keep going. Just don't even get flawed. Just keep going. Make sure you stay rested. I sleep 8 hours a night. There's a lot of stuff going on during the day with my brain, right? I make sure I get my sleep. You need to keep your healthy habits. You need to eat good. You need to sleep. All those things are going to really, really, really help you. You don't want to be yawning when you're in someone's house, or holding back the yawn as you're trying to, you know, sell your service, your cleaning service, okay? But so you want to work hard, right? Even if you haven't met your monthly sales goals, keep working. Don't let your foot off the gas. Even if you slow down a little bit, keep going, right? Sometimes you need to take like a mental break, but maintain that forward momentum to keep going. Even if last week you got 4 new clients and this week you only got 2 new clients, it's okay. Keep going, okay? You're going to get cancellations. People are going to lose jobs. So you're always going to be filling the cup with new people. It's the nature of the business, okay? If your price is where it's supposed to be, you will get cancellations. That's okay. Make sure your cancellations are not because of bad quality. You can't help it if your client loses a job and they have to cut the service. That's not your fault. Don't take that personally. Take the bad quality personally. That you have to fix, okay? So, hold on, I gotta take a drink. I'm gonna check in with everyone. Hey, Kelly. Bobby, I agree, our packet has impressed some people. I'm telling you, I do not lie. I'm telling you, that stuff is pure gold. It works. It works. People tell me all the time, wow, I've never seen such a put together package. I mean, I'm talking like we compete with the maids, Molly maids, Mary maids up here, cleaning authority, and like that's what I'm hearing. It's wild, right? It's crazy. It's cool. That's one of the things I teach. So if you guys are struggling with selling, okay, if you're struggling with feeling authentic, okay, not feeling like an imposter and stuff, or you're having trouble closing, or you're having trouble charging more, raising your prices, we should chat. What I do, I schedule a call with you. We see where you're exactly struggling with. It's going to be in 3 places, okay? It's going to be systems, it's going to be hiring, and it's going to be pricing and sales. That's where it's going to be. Hiring's number 1. It's the biggest thing. That's how I find out how I can best support you. My group program is underway. I'm a little full right now on private. That's why I started the group program. It's an evergreen program. You can join anytime. It's a membership portal. It's super cool. You log in, you keep all the information forever. It's an 11 module program. It's like over 100 pages of material in there that will help you. I guarantee you. You can ask my clients, or you can see because they post like their successes and stuff. I want you all to be sales pros so you can capture this residual income that this cleaning business can provide for you. My clients are getting mad crazy results. They're getting out of the field. They're increasing their revenues. They're making changes for themselves. And I'm going to tell you why they're making changes for themselves. Because they took the chance to invest in themselves. That is number 1, right? You will not reap the benefits unless you invest in yourself and you believe in yourself. This is a huge huge piece of this. I can't even stress this enough because this shit is scary. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you, right? You have to cross some bridges that you aren't going to be the most comfortable in, right? But what's on the other side is amazing. You see, you have to get uncomfortable with investing money in yourself, for one, because that's the first thing you're going to do, right? You need to get, you're going to be uncomfortable doing things you've never done before to get the results you truly want. Because if you wouldn't be on this call if you weren't looking for help, okay? And that's what I do. I help you. That's how you get the time freedom. When you're no longer cleaning 25 homes yourself each week, because you can do that in the beginning, all right? We've all done that in the beginning when we're young. But I help your body get a break and the money's still coming in, right? If you don't have the right staff now, you are trading your time for money. You're going out, you're cleaning the houses yourself, you're getting paid for it, you're coming home, taking all that money, right? But let me just say this. If you don't work, you don't get paid. What happens if you get an injury, right? One thing I can guarantee you is if you don't do something to fix what's going on in your business, you will be in the same place a year from now wondering how the heck to get out of the field. And then what's going to happen is that first year in business is going to turn to 5 years. And then that 5 years is going to turn into 10 years. And you still haven't done anything. And you're cleaning those 25, 30 houses a week, okay? You guys need to realize that you need massive action for massive results. You need to take steps to make changes. It's not going to happen overnight, okay? It's not going to happen watching a couple of videos on the weekends and thinking, I'm just going to do what that says. You need to roll your sleeves up. You need to get into the thick of the shit, and you need to work it out. You need to develop those skills to get better. And it takes time to do that. There's no way around this, right? There is no way around this. And I see people, I talk to people that think that they're just gonna, watch a couple videos and they're gonna do a couple things and it's all gonna change for them. Ain't gonna happen, sister. Ain't gonna happen. Just letting you know, it does not happen like that. But if you think you're ready to truly make some changes, then type changes below. I'm gonna reach out. I'll tell you the next steps, right, to get the change that you all deserve. You all deserve it. You all bust your butts cleaning houses every day, every week, every month. How do I know? I was there. I was you. I am you. I just was brave enough to get the help I needed to figure shit out and to go to the next step. What step? Was it ugly? Of course it was ugly. But nothing good worth building is going to come easy, right? It's just not. So I know how hard you guys work because I was there, but you can change this, but it is all up to the actions you take. Why am I so passionate about this tonight? I don't know. I just have seen some things that have just made me really sad when I see people say no to themselves, and they're just depriving themselves of having everything they want, and it just makes me sad. So type change in the bottom. I'll reach out, see if what I do is a good fit. It may be, it may not be. If it's not, it's totally okay. But find someone that can help you, because you're not going to get the results that you want unless you make those active changes on a massive level. Gloria, you got to put in the hard work. It's so true. Like, it's so true. Yep, it isn't easy, but it's so worth it. You were kissing dolphins 2 weeks ago. Gloria was kissing dolphins 2 weeks ago on her cruise. She went away for a whole entire week, and the money still kept coming in. That's freedom. Gloria took a chance. Gloria said, I'm going to do this, right? And we rolled up our sleeves about 4 months ago, and started to get to work, and it's been like amazing. So proud of Gloria. Love Gloria. Cece, helping clients is my biggest motivation. We all come from a servant's heart, because we love to help people, right? We love to clean, we love to help. We love our elderly clients. We love our clients that are running around, have kids, the whole 9 yards. They can't get to it. We want to help them. You need to have a servant's heart, and you also need to have a sales heart, right? Because you can't get run over. You can't have a servant's heart and let everyone run you over and say, I'm only paying $80 for you to clean my house. Well, guess what? I'm not cleaning your house. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I look forward to these Wednesday lives every single week. And Bobby, I tried to not make a lot of noise with the water bottle. I talked to my husband, and he's like, you just have to put it down really quietly. So agreed. Jackie worked her butt off. Jackie and Bobby from Texas. Woohoo! I gotta go down to Texas. I gotta go down and like hang out with you guys. You guys all have an awesome evening. I'm gonna go get some dinner. My husband ordered dinner, so I'm pretty psyched right now. And you guys have a great, no noise from your microphone. I know I tried to stop hitting my hands and like banging on that. So you too, Jackie. Have a great night. Thank you for the tip on the microphone thing too. So I will see you guys all soon. All right. Bye.